The stage is set. Two players remain. One who has not lost all season but has struggled in the playoffs in 2 straight weeks, going to Game 7, only to find themselves one round closer to the championship. The other, an underdog, the number 6 seed in an 8-player final bracket. A player who has won in their last 2 matches against increasingly tougher odds, who now faces their toughest challenge of the season, a player they have never seen before. It is Ness, it is ayejoshy, and it is the Individual Performance Series Tier 1 Grand Final. Welcome to the Spodia stream. Welcome to the championship, the pinnacle of the Individual Performance Series. This is Season 2 Tier 1 Grand Finals, and as mentioned already, it is Ness, aka Peterson, who takes on ayejoshy in our last match of the season. A best of 7 to crown a champion at last. 2 players, 1 championship, and 1 more round to go, but somebody will find themselves falling just short of the finish line. The other will be crowned as your Season 2 champion. It's going to be a incredible match, an incredible series, and an incredible storyline for both these players already. As mentioned, Ness undefeated, went 5-0 in the regular season, including 1 match that went the distance against elites of all players, who himself went out in the quarterfinals. But since his incredible regular season, he's had his issues in the final bracket. Game 7 against Guardog, Game 7 against Ant. Out to take on ayejoshy, who actually is his lowest seeded opponent so far in this final bracket. On the other side, ayejoshy, 3-2 the regular season. A weak regular season performance for a pretty solid player, but clearly this season, good for them in the final bracket. 2 wins against Joey, and then we saw them play Doom not too long ago. This is the grand finals. A lot to ride on this. A whole season's worth of matches all come down to 1 best of 7. It is the storyline ending, I think, for both these players. One making quite the Cinderella run, the other looking to end their dominant showing in dominant fashion. Ness and ayejoshy. Ness, a player who I think was relatively unknown coming into this matchup. ayejoshy, not so much. ayejoshy actually is a pretty recognizable Twitch live streamer who streams a lot of their matches. I don't think he's live tonight, though. So, clearly locking in for what he knows is going to be the match to determine the end to his incredible season. He's got a lot to do. Both these players have a lot to do. I mean, it's 1 last match, and while for Ness, it might be his lowest seeded opponent by far, it's a grand final. Seeding doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is 1 match and 1 more win. And, you know, as we get to this point, the grand finals, the pressure really does fall in now. Ness, ayejoshy, 1 more best of 7, 1 more showing, 1 more obstacle to get to the pinnacle of the Individual Performance Series. Ness versus ayejoshy. A matchup that you will not want to miss. It's grand finals. And here we go. We start in game 1 in our best of 7. Ness on the blue, ayejoshy on the orange. And for Ness, while he has been dominant this season, he has only swept 1 match in all of his performances so far. So he has had his issues this season in being able to be dominant in his matches when he needs to. And against a player like ayejoshy, who so far has done pretty well to keep most of his matches quite close, it's going to come down to those clutch moments where you need to shine if you're either of these players. A big match, a grand final, and this is everything you want to view these players. And coming into the season, ayejoshy, even though he went 3-2 in the regular season, while he might be a bit of a Cinderella story, this is not that surprising to me, knowing ayejoshy. He's a 1v1 player. He's only ranked C, but he is a 1v1 player who's far better than his 6-man's rank describes. Another player on this final bracket that is quite recognizable, a player in Ant, who himself is quite high ranked. that ayejoshy himself has a good amount of experience against, but he has overcommit here. Ness is going to have a wide open net, and will leave on the score line as ayejoshy trying to really kind of learn early on how Ness plays against him, and right now for Ness, he's just waiting the challenge. He's not doing anything crazy. He's playing more passively, playing a much more analytical style. And that's true for both these players. Both these players aren't going to take any major risks early on here. And as the series goes on, you're going to start to see them repeat a lot more of the same things here. You're going to see a good amount of repetition. You're going to see a good amount of adaptations. Both these players, it's what they play. And it's why they are so successful in a final bracket like this one, where having the same playstyle, having a stagnant playstyle, will actually really hurt you here. You got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to know what you're doing. And that's where Ness comes in now to take the lead, as ayejoshy was, I think, looking for the back corner there, trying to make that angle tight for Ness, but really couldn't get there. It's a tough shot. It's a tough touch to make, and he doesn't do well enough. So it's an open chance for Ness, and ayejoshy won't be able to save that one. As Ness, ooh, not a good recovery here. Wide open net. ayejoshy takes this one, and for Ness, a couple of calamitous mistakes here. Not able to get his wave dash. And making that touch, the irony there is if Ness doesn't touch that, he's actually in a far better position to get that boost. He's so worried about ayejoshy just running up and taking the shot on him. If he leaves it, that he tries to play it up the side wall. Clearly it didn't work so well, and this game is now tied. As mentioned already, again, Ness, not a player who's very good at winning his matches dominantly. He's only swept one match so far this season. Being the only player in this division that's undefeated through the regular season, that might come as a bit of a surprise. Ness, that's a great dribble. He's gonna catch him too! ayejoshy was looking to push midfield, or the middle of the net there. Ness, I mean, that is just some great timing on the flick. I don't think that was intentional when he went for that flick, but ayejoshy was going to position himself towards the middle of the net to cover that back post. Fortunate timing, because it's exactly when Ness goes for that flick, and that means ayejoshy, while he's moving, can't recover fast enough. For Ness, it's a 1-goal advantage, as it's up high by ayejoshy. Ness, again, choosing to wait in most of these challenges. Not trying to take that aggressive push, not trying to make ayejoshy uncomfortable early, just trying to play his way, play to adapt. So again, as both these players are, they're both very much adaptations-based, so there's no surprise in this first game playing a relatively, I would say, bland, colorless style. Nothing crazy, nothing unique, just trying to play consistently and force the other player into making those changes. But right now, it's been dead even for most of this game. And ayejoshy, who plays the 50-50, will win outright. Ness, waiting back, will flick it to the back corner as ayejoshy to challenge. Once again, will, for a chance, as ayejoshy is there to clear. Oh, that's an open chance. Oh, ayejoshy will want that one back. That was an open net, and a weird rotation from Ness, who really did leave that open. He's on almost no boost here, and definitely looking a lot more uncomfortable because of this, but now he's got a little bit more. He can challenge. Ayejoshy doing a great job at just running out boost here, as he's taking that one against Ness as well. Ness, another high push, does get the bump. We'll get another bump trying to slow down ayejoshy, but now he gets taken out. Gotta clear this off the back wall. The boost will spawn, so Ness will have some room. Can't challenge yet. Won't be able to challenge yet. And in fact, ayejoshy won't let him challenge. That's a very simple play. I think one that ayejoshy was expecting to have to do a little bit more with, but Ness was so close, he could go in for a fast dribble. And it would be tough, if not impossible, for Ness to get there in time. Now ayejoshy with the lead, is this game proving to stay close. There's a reason why, again, that so many players have been able to really battle with Ness. And overall, it's because overall he does play his matches rather close. Even against players that maybe he shouldn't be playing close to, as now he's going to flip reset. Will fake this one, but ayejoshy saw that one. In fact, Ness is not back quickly, and ayejoshy will take a 2-goal lead. Nesu went for that fake, made it a bit too obvious what he was going for when he hit the floor. If he has a little bit of extra boost, I think he catches ayejoshy there, but because he doesn't, he really doesn't have an option. It's all up to if ayejoshy believes that he has boost or not, and ayejoshy read through that play. Why he's able to counterattack so fast and get that 5th goal. As Ness, oh, it's a perfect challenge, and he has scored right off it too. That didn't take very long, did it? Yes. Rarely have we seen him go for these aggressive challenges, but that one was timed perfectly. And for ayejoshy, he's so used to Ness sitting back further. I don't think he was expecting Ness to even challenge there. Most players wouldn't challenge there because it's usually one where ayejoshy can easily outplay. But clearly Ness, recognizing that ayejoshy was taking his eye off the ball for a moment, taking his eye off the opponent. Clearly playing it well here, as now he's going to challenge ayejoshy again. Will not have the boost to do so. ayejoshy up in the air. Will have a ceiling shot. He's got a great angle for this too. Nobody to be found. Ness! Oh, he missed the boost! Well, I was wondering why Ness never challenged this one. I can see he didn't get the boost there. No wonder he didn't challenge. No wonder it was so open. As they give the 8 there, Tasers. How you doing? Thank you so much. We're here for the grand final of the individual format series. Tier 1, it's ayejoshy and it's Ness. As Ness will make it 1 goal difference. As ayejoshy was going for the boost, he thought maybe he could outpace Ness there, but to be fair, that's just a bad decision from ayejoshy. Even if he gets the boost, he's not winning that challenge. One minute to go, and Ness got another one! Right off! Sorry, 30 seconds to go, and Ness got another one. It's been that long of a game, I guess, here, as he again beats ayejoshy to the boost on a challenge that ayejoshy shouldn't be going for. And 2 times in a row here, ayejoshy getting caught going for boost when he should really just go back to defense. This is a kickoff he will win. Ness is going to give him all this room. ayejoshy, see what he goes for, maybe the air dribble bump? No, he's going to go for a flick too! Ooh, that almost got over Ness. Ness didn't go for a very high challenge there. And now he's missed it! Oh, he delayed his challenge, and that's the worst thing he could have done. A delayed challenge from Ness. Right off the wave dash too, and he immediately stopped his momentum. Something you don't see often at this level is a wave dash and immediately stopping yourself, but that is a bad time to stop your momentum. He'll need another goal. Now he's got his chance. Saved by ayejoshy, who doesn't have the boost. He'll clear it away, but Ness, give himself one last chance. He's got to keep this ball up in the air at 0 seconds. It's Ness. It's a flip reset. He's been bumped out the way, and it's ayejoshy who takes game 1. And in one last chance, it's Ness who went all the way back. Had ayejoshy not taken that boost, had he not been given the time to take that boost, you may be talking about an overtime to start our night, but instead, it will be ayejoshy to win by 1 goal. And that's the kind of match we're going to be having to play here. It's going to be a close game of really consistency between both these players. They're both doing a lot of the same things. They're both playing a very simple playstyle, one where they're not trying to do anything crazy. It's going to be simple. It's going to be fundamentals based. Really going to come down to consistency. Who does it better? Game 1 will be ayejoshy's, but knowing Ness, you never count this guy out. He's been as strong as he has been so far. Never really say that he can't win these things. As that first goal already, ayejoshy, well, to leave the 50-50 off the back wall, and now chance to flick. Nasty pushed up a bit early there. He'll be back to save as staying on is Ness. With time. Challenged by ayejoshy, and this one saved away, but Ness doesn't have boost. ayejoshy with time, flicked up high. Ness missed it! He didn't have enough boost in the tank, could not challenge. ayejoshy will say, yes sir. with how things are looking, well, they may have just gotten a little bit better here for ayejoshy, but oh, and what a play from Ness. He's found the back corner, and he finds a, quite frankly, incredible shot. And it's the second time we've seen ayejoshy leave the ball in a tight angle, thinking that it's not possible that he could score from there. Ness calling his bluff and making it count. Yes. He'll chase this one down as ayejoshy waits back. Off the back wall. Ness. Still waiting. Now he'll go. ayejoshy's got to get back for this one, and we're seeing a lot better spacing this game between both these players. Now they've kind of, had a game to learn, because these players didn't play each other in the regular season at all. Now they've had a game to learn about each other. It's not about how you space each other out on defense and offense, and it's a fine line to not be too close or too far from the challenge. Right now, ayejoshy might be leading, but the defense has definitely improved. I don't think we're going to see the same amount of goals we saw last game around. It was 13 goals last game. I doubt we're going to see that many this game, but we'll see. We're still 3.5 minutes to go. This has got a great angle here to the back post. Will not be able to take it as now. He's demoed away. ayejoshy took him for a ride, and this will be 3-1. So it's ayejoshy who finds a demo. We haven't seen that many of them this game. To be fair, both these players have not really wanted to play the demo all that much, but a 3-1 lead is a 3-1 lead. ayejoshy will be happy with that one, and considering that the biggest lead he had last game was 2 goals, this actually might be very useful to ayejoshy to continue to utilize, but it's not a big lead. Not at this point in the game, that's for certain, as Ness can, and I wouldn't consider it unlikely that he would come back from this. As ayejoshy, that early 50 will go to the corner. Out of position though, Ness bumps him out, and he does have boost here to take this shot. Well, ayejoshy got a bit carried away in the corner. Went for the bump on Ness. Ness decided to return the favor, and ayejoshy, who has less boost in that position, is gonna have a much tougher time recovering. Ness doing everything he can to come back. He does not want to rely on late game heroics, because it didn't work for him last game, and who knows, it's likely not to work for him again this game if he relies on it as just reset. Oh, that's a perfect play. ayejoshy went for the early challenge, and Ness saw it through. We've seen ayejoshy kind of show that he can go for that. We've seen Ness actually show that he can do it too. We haven't seen an outplay like that in a while. A high flip reset. Usually when someone goes for an early challenge like that, you play the 50-50 and you try to pinch it up the ceiling back to yourself. You pinch it to the floor back to yourself. That's going for the flip reset. Another way you can outplay those early challenges. There's really many ways you can do it. It's really the one thing you don't want to do is leave the ball open. That's not a very good touch from ayejoshy. Does find the dunk. Is that on? It is, but Ness will be there. Oh, that's a perfect turn. Oh, Ness, he missed it. That's off the post. He absolutely fooled ayejoshy there. And you couldn't have talked about any better of a designed play. Off his own back wall, a perfect turn. ayejoshy, who wasn't ready for it. Now he'll go for the flick. Oh, and he's got it too. Despite the good decision making from Ness, there isn't really there isn't really anything else like good mechanics as ayejoshy plays the ceiling musty flick and gets it to work. Up by 1. Very much far away from anything consistent for ayejoshy, as now he tried to go for the early challenge, and Ness proving that he has a lock on ayejoshy's challenges. This is a real concern for ayejoshy, because he's going to need good defense to win out this game. Ness is proving he's got a lot more tricks up his sleeve than what he initially showed in Game 1. Gonna be a much tougher road for ayejoshy. As wide open, ayejoshy missing the boost, and Ness will happily take a 5-4 lead. I don't think he even noticed, but when he recognized that ayejoshy wasn't going to challenge him, he just went for it and decided, why not? If it's open, you'll take it. As a 6-4 lead potential. Will be. Where is ayejoshy? I never saw him. Did he miss the boost again here? Really concerned he might have missed the boost again. No, he got the boost. He is just nowhere close. As we get near the end of the game, leads like these will start to matter a lot more, even if it's only 2 goals. It's enough for you to hold for the rest of this game. I mean, if ayejoshy can hold a 2-goal lead, you know Ness can. As another flick up. Ness. Gonna force out ayejoshy, but ayejoshy's not giving him anything. High touch, that is straight to Ness though. Yeah, Josh knowing that it's not a good place to challenge. Oh, and he missed it! Oh, he missed it! Well, Ness didn't really do much on that flick. He just kind of missed it. I think he was a bit too far under the ball there. Yeah, he didn't get much on that flick. He wanted to be a little further back on his car. Didn't really get the power he wanted, but ayejoshy, I don't know why he flipped on that, because he had that save. Didn't really jump up for it correctly either, though, because admittedly, even if he doesn't flip on that one, he is still going to miss it. Or at least he's going to pass it to Ness, who is going to score from there. So for ayejoshy, it's just been a in the game where his defense has really been his worst enemy at times. And that's the way that Ness wants to be. He wants to be more consistent. He's going to play as if he's more consistent, and if he is more consistent, he's going to utilize that the best he can. Clearly, ayejoshy's defense has had some weakness this game, and clearly Ness has recognized that as a beautiful flick. That is right over Ness. And considering how much boost he had, that is quite the flick for ayejoshy, because that is really tough to do, to get a high flick like that under the bar. As ayejoshy now looking for another 30 seconds to go. 1 goal behind. We've seen a picture like this last game, but it was Ness who was behind by 1. It was, and he couldn't find the goal back. ayejoshy, who won by 1 goal last game, knows it's likely to take a margin of that amount to win this game as well, but he needs a goal here. It's a good bounce. It's a good chance. Oh, he missed it! Oh, that's a big chance wasted. And you know Ness is going to take all the time he needs down the field. The dribble, on target, saved by ayejoshy. We'll have to take the boost instead. Ness, again, preferring to wait. ayejoshy flicks it. Push Ness away from himself, but Ness not giving it. Chipped up to the floor. Game 2 for Ness. And a tied series as ayejoshy had a short moment in there where his defense just could not keep up. And again, in a match where it is consistency that matters, any little inconsistency, even for a short period of time, might be what makes the difference. ayejoshy learning that there in Game 2. He had his moments in Game 1. He was more consistent in Game 1. It was Ness who was more consistent in Game 2. Now in Game 3, question is still to be decided. Ness, who, again, reminders, is undefeated through all his matches, is currently 7-0 in all matches this season. Against ayejoshy, who himself is... Oh, what a save! Will not get that out. Who himself went 3-2 in the regular season, had to get 2 wins in playoffs to get to this point. Both these players only 1 win away from winning this tournament, but a real battle back and forth here as Ness does get the first goal. Again, just considering how consistent he is, the reason why he's such a tough player to compete against, because again, he is consistent as... Where was ayejoshy? He just stopped moving. I hope he didn't disconnect there, because he just didn't move. I mean, he's not covering the net, that's for certain. That is very strange. ayejoshy just stopped moving. I mean, that's never going to help you in ones if you stop moving like that. We've seen a couple plays where these players have done. You have used boost, then immediately stop moving, or used the wave dash, and then stop moving. It's something that I find quite surprising at this level because these players are quite high rank, and generally that's never a good thing. Ayejoshy can't get the ball. Ness will have it, and his flicks have been pretty good so far. They'll prove to be good again here as he will. Oh, he missed! He was going to turn in a third goal, but he'll miss his chance, and well, with him missing a chance like that, Ayejoshy will take it the other way. A little bit of tripping as well, just to make sure Ness doesn't get back. As it is, well, a 1-goal difference. Ayejoshy up in the air. He's gone for a lot more aerial-based plays since that first game. I think trying to do something that Ness just hasn't shown a lot of. Ness has not decided to go for a lot of aerial plays. To be fair, he doesn't need to with what he can do on the ground, but he hasn't gone for many of them. I think Ayejoshy likes his chances up in the air, but Ness is proving he can challenge there too. He just doesn't do it a lot. As he's really low on boost here. Ness will get it though. Ayejoshy has to play a little bit more passively here, because Ness can turn this one in. And he was almost able to do it there as well. You saw that challenge trying to curl the ball towards the center of the field. That was what Ayejoshy was prepared for. As Ness, still not letting him go, will take his chance. That's off the back wall. And Ayejoshy did jump for it, so that means Ness is going to have control for a little bit longer. Just waiting. Oh, there we go, his chance! It was Ayejoshy who finally showed his hand. And he stopped moving too, he knew. He showed his hand, he must not have seen where Ness was, because you don't flip off the back wall unless you're challenging the ball in a 50-50. Again, all Ness is doing, he's just waiting for Ayejoshy to show his hand to make a mistake, because with the way that Ness is playing, he is consistent. Challenged by Ayejoshy. Ness will keep it. Flicked. Save off the back wall by Ayejoshy. One will bounce inward as here goes Ayejoshy again. Bump on Ness. Ayejoshy still can't get the touch. Ness will keep it away, and Ness has only given up 1 goal so far. He has been, his defense has been insane, as now he put the shot on. Ayejoshy doing well to get to that one, though, as now he's got the demo. But without the ball, he really can't get anything to happen. Ness will spawn in time, and will get no boost, actually. So he's going to be stuck on defense for a little bit longer. And without a lot of boost, Ayejoshy's got options. The dribble, the fake, Ness floating to the play. He's got to be careful when he jumps up in the air that he doesn't stay in the air for too long. He's got to be able to recover quickly so he can get that next challenge. Doing a great job at really not giving Ayejoshy any room. With the low boost positions that he's been in, you would expect him to go back to defense. He has not done that, but well, he will have wished he could have challenged better there, because Ayejoshy got him on that dunk, and it's one where Ness, I think, realized, but a bit too late. And for being a very low-scoring game, it is still close. Kickoff for Ness got tripped up. Won't have the boost. Ayejoshy, he'll take the dribble here. Flick straight on target. Ness made that one look a lot tougher than it really was. Now he's going to go down the field. 30 boost left. We'll make sure Ayejoshy can't get there. And Ayejoshy, who now flipped into the play, he's got to be careful to not flip too often. When you flip, you commit yourself to the ball. You commit yourself to that position. It is so tough to recover when you commit incorrectly on defense. Ness will force Ayejoshy back, who still has boost, but isn't going to be taking any for a while here. Guess this one too. Ness will gladly take it as off the back wall. Using the wave dash to stop his momentum. She's just not going. Now Ness will. He's going to keep it to the corner. Will take the boost there. Now you go to the other side of the field. He'll starve Ayejoshy. It's a chase down the field. It's a chase that Ayejoshy will win. With little time left, he's got to get a goal here. Chance for Ayejoshy. Flip reset. Can't get it. This one over Ness. He won't get the boost either, meaning Ness will just continue to win out on this play. Ayejoshy not going. He's been nervous about those flicks from Ness all game, but now he's going to chase after him here. He needs to get that bump on this play, but Ness won't give it to him. Ayejoshy keeps it high. Ness is actually going to go for the chance here. Save away. I would have liked Ness to go back to defense there. Waits out every last second left, but instead he'll play to his net. And play for the fake. And he's taken the lead in the series. Well, a low-scoring game here. Ness now leads 2-1. And for ayejoshy, 2 straight games now he's lost by a single goal. I mean, he's had 12 shots this game. He's only scored twice. Every shot he's had on target has been saved by Ness, but in 2 for 12, even with the number of saves that Ness has had, is not good shooting accuracy. Ness's defense has been solid. But for ayejoshy, he's got to find new material for offense, because clearly Ness has adapted quite well. And if ayejoshy can't get anything going on offense, he's not going to beat Ness. Ness will outbeat him, will outplay him if ayejoshy can't get goals. We go to game 4, and we go to a very crucial match for both these players. Because for Ness, it could be a chance for match point. For ayejoshy, a tied series, a guarantee to go to game 6, and considering that's where ayejoshy has won his last 2 playoff matches, I'm sure he'd love to see game 6 again. Oh, he missed it though! That's not a good start! ayejoshy with a whiff in front of his net. And Ness, who wasn't even really looking like he was going to be shooting from here, well, he'll take it. That is a goal that Ness was not expecting. A mistake, definitely. A bad one, too. One where ayejoshy is already behind in this game, as he'll now need an answer. Air dribble bump. We'll get him, Ness! Oh, he almost got the save, too. Very nearly used the back wall to his recovery, but air dribble bump does connect. Ness was ready for it, but could not avoid the chance. Well, you can't always be that passive on defense, but Ness, it's worked for the majority of the series. I don't think he will mind too much here. As he pops around ayejoshy. Will win this challenge too. ayejoshy went, and he will regret that decision as Ness, I don't even know if he's going to touch this one again. He won't have to, but he will anyways, just to make sure. ayejoshy, who was a bit hesitant to go for that challenge, knowing that Ness could have gone for it, he just took too long. If you're going to go for those challenges, you have to go quickly, especially with how close there is to the net. Ness can challenge. ayejoshy, bring it towards net. Maybe looking for another bump. Will just take the boost. That's a great chance for a dribble. Ness really can't challenge from here, and ayejoshy knows, and that's why he slams it in off the back wall. From this angle, he's got so many options. You can play it up high. Ness really is out of position. Has seen his fair share of problems from ayejoshy before. We'll see another one here as a little break check there just to keep ayejoshy away. Actually, ayejoshy's taking it as a chance to keep shooting here, and Ness is going to give him this chance. I don't like that from Ness. Just too passive. His passivity has helped him at times, but when this ball's this close to your net, you have to go for it. As Ness stays with it. 1 goal behind, though. Takes that boost. It's a bit of a risky play because ayejoshy still has a lot left in the tank here. And he's hiding that he can use it, but he'll have to use it now as this ball's in his own defensive half. And a shot on! He was expecting the pass play, but Ness brought the change up. And it's tied at 3. Back to the high-scoring battles now. These players, again, are both still making those adjustments, making those changes now. Going into game 4, trying to be the next ones that are going to win out here. Ness knows he's got his last 2 games, but usually it takes out 2 games in one for a player to fully adjust their playstyle. Sometimes not even. Knowing ayejoshy, he's certainly made his adjustments known. He now has to perfect them if he's to win out this game, even though series give himself a good chance to maybe take match point in game 5. That's thinking ahead. His concern right now is game 4. A good chance to shoot here, and with that close, being that close to the net, he had options, but Ness read him as the play was just too low, and he will take it the other way. As ayejoshy, I'm sure he may have stopped moving as well after that play. Not only did he know he was going to get scored on, but he also knew he messed up on offense, and well, when you mess up on offense like that, it's very, very tough to give an argument for that play working, as he somehow lost the boost there. He'll have to go back to defense. This is going to be Ness who has his first chance, but swiftly taken away by ayejoshy. Oh, actually, back corner. Ness has to go. One for boost. Oh, he's backflipped, and if Ness goes, he actually wins that challenge. Because he doesn't, he leaves himself in a bad position, but I think he was going to try to recover on that, but too hesitant. He should have gone. As Ness is going to have to get back quickly. The boost, but have to challenge ayejoshy, who is now going to wait for him. Ness just, at this point, again, trying to not win those challenges, just trying to make sure he doesn't lose them. He's got to cover his net. Straight on. Just for ayejoshy to get boost. Now bumped out the way. Have that recovery though. Ness still can't really go. He's been bumped. He can't get back. I don't know if that was intentional from ayejoshy, but clearly he had some merit for what he was doing. I mean, it looked intentional, to be fair. He's boosting over him as if he's going for that bump. I think it just looks a little silly because Ness didn't jump initially. He's got to get back quickly here. He won't. It's a lead for ayejoshy. He's gone back up by 1. And with still 2 minutes to go, we are going to be in for quite the game here. A long one. That's for certain. As a early kickoff from Ness. We've seen him do that a couple times to rather little success. Kickoff works really well when their opponent's speed flipping. We haven't really seen a ton of that from ayejoshy. He's been doing mostly a rather simple double flip kickoff, I think. I mean, he can speed flip. Both these players almost certainly can do it. But if you're not speed flipping, that delay kickoff doesn't work as well. I know because I like that kickoff, actually, the delay kickoff. One of my favorite kickoffs to work with. Yeah, it works best against people who speed flip. Yes, gotta be careful with how high up he is here. He doesn't have boost to work with, and well, he's been pretty good at putting on pressure with low boost against the ayejoshy with the full tank. I don't care who you are, that's not a good idea. As again, he's on almost no boost here. He's consistently running with very low boost. And the issue is not him running on low boost. He's been pretty good on low boost. The issue is ayejoshy on full boost is a monster to deal with. Yes, he will win the play there, and he's got a goal the other way. All you have to do is win 1. With that 1 win, that's all he needs to get this goal. As we've gone through a good minute of gameplay here with very little happening. In terms of scoring, I should say. There's been a lot happening that has not been scoring. A minute to go. Tie game, and pressure really is falling down here. As for Ness, it's a great chance to take match point early in this grand finals. Really put the pressure on ayejoshy, and considering it's the grand finals, you don't want to be under that kind of pressure. As Ness flicks it up high. I gotta beat him out again. ayejoshy closing smartly here to not let Ness have an open net, but now he's missed his ball. Ness will not let him get away with that one. Ness will take the lead late. ayejoshy missed it One mistake, and that's all Ness will need to score on you. He's proven already he's quite consistent. ayejoshy has not been that inconsistent, but those mistakes will hurt you. Ness has done very well to capitalize on them, and with 30 seconds to go. What an opportunity here for Ness. ayejoshy, though, chance to go the other way. Can't get that one. Now goes up early. Gave that ball away. Would have liked to see him slow it down, take it back. He had time. But now that he has to play defense, Ness will take his chance. Flick up high. Off the bar. Cannot shoot. ayejoshy's out of position. Oh, he missed it as well. He was trying to pre-flip this one. Ness won't give it to him. Considering every game so far has been a 1-goal difference, this is huge for Ness. Five seconds to go. ayejoshy is going to need some amazing kickoffs here. Kickoffs that he will not get. This one's over. Ness is on match point. 3 chances to win the championship. May only need one with the way he's playing right now. Every game's been close, but Ness has been the better player at the end of most of them. We go to game 5. We go to match point for Ness to win the championship. This is it for him. His opportunity, his legacy is forming. 5 more minutes. If Ness can win here, tournament is his. He wins Season 2. ayejoshy, who's onto, I think, a bit of a card change. He's now on the Fennec. I don't know if he was on the Fennec earlier. I don't think he was, but the card change nonetheless here. At least by design. I think it was on Octane earlier. So a card change, and he'll hope it makes a difference here, but Ness will not make it easy for another game in a row here. He's gone to a 1-0 lead early. This is at least his 3rd, but I think it's actually his 4th, where he has scored first in a row. So really immediately putting himself on the positive here, and that early goal, I mean, it definitely does a lot to help him here. It immediately sets the tone early, and considering that ayejoshy, with the tone being set early, that he is down, that is a bad start for a player. It's really only gonna mean it really does make things worse. And while 1 goal in theory shouldn't be a lot to affect a one's game, so often I see the player that scores first wins this thing at the end. But ayejoshy, he's got to win this game to keep this series alive. Keep his hopes of winning the championship alive. He's gonna need a lot more goals like that. As there's the delay kickoff from Ness. This time it does work, as ayejoshy went for that speed flip kickoff, and well, it didn't work amazingly though, because ayejoshy is still challenging. At the very least, he's gonna get boost going back to defense. As now he'll challenge again. Ness didn't go for the trip there, so he's actually got ayejoshy right on his tail, and ayejoshy will hit the back post. And for Ness there, if he goes for that trip here on this play against ayejoshy, he gets him. Maybe he gets him. He slows him down. He has all this time, but because he doesn't, ayejoshy can stay right next to him. Now he takes the lead with that open room. As another delay kickoff, and man, Ness is good for that. Although I'm surprised ayejoshy hasn't really adapted to it all as much. Maybe by trying to slow down his kickoff slightly. Ness. He hasn't changed too much on the kickoff play here, as ayejoshy will win out the ball. Shot on target. Oh, Ness missed it! I thought Ness was going to have that one, but I guess it was too fast for him. I don't know how he missed that, though. That looked like it was that was like right in front of him. Hey, he just missed it. It was too fast. Save, and a play that looked so tame for ayejoshy, but clearly Ness did not read it. As another delay kickoff, and we're going to see that a couple times before ayejoshy does anything to adjust to it. But he may not even have to adjust that much, because clearly that kickoff has not exactly been amazing for Ness. He has not won. Even if he has won the kickoff, he doesn't seem to win it for long. As flip reset off the crossbar. Ness will recover. He's going to have a tough time getting back to this one. As it's in front of the net. Interesting play there from ayejoshy, but let's get the bump on Ness. It means he's going to stay with this as a flick. Ness is chasing him down. Boost has been taken by ayejoshy. Ness, oh, another backflip here. A lot of room, but not a great shot from ayejoshy. He will get back in time to save it. Let's save there for ayejoshy, who really didn't do well on offense in the first place. Oh, what a flick. Ness has no choice but to go for that save. Now he's going to be stuck on net, and ayejoshy's going to go for the low 50. Ness really had no option. I mean, not only does that flick, is that flick perfectly played where Ness really can't get it out to the side because it's right at him. But the play in front of that, he's got a perfect angle. Ness is flat-footed. He can't move out. He's facing the wrong direction. Ness do is hope that ayejoshy shoots early, but clearly ayejoshy is not going to do that. Man, a 3-goal difference here. Ness struggling in Game 5, but still has time. So again, my big concern is going to be if he can win that boost or not, because he didn't do it last game and he barely got that win. He hasn't done it this game either, and he doesn't need to, but you really think it's more so not to help himself, but to get rid of ayejoshy. Because if ayejoshy's going to be on a lot of boost, he's going to keep challenging. As it's Ness trying to recover. She will get there. The back wall. ayejoshy's been pretty consistent on Game 6. Unfortunately, he can't win on Game 6 anymore, but Game 7's a real possibility here. As Ness. It's the dribble. Ness. Reset. Won't win it. ayejoshy scores again. And this game has really gotten out of hand for Ness. At how many games he's won in a row by close margins, it felt like this had a possibility of happening. With one of these players winning by a dominant margin, but I didn't think it would be ayejoshy by this much, but I mean, it was a possibility. As there we go. ayejoshy's finally adapted to the late kickoff from Ness, and considering that Ness goes for it every single time, he's now going to change it up a lot more, because that kickoff does have a good amount of counters, and one of them is just shooting it around him. Off the play like you saw from ayejoshy. Another one that I see more often is really playing the 50-50 against them and using your momentum to get the boost first, so that they have to go back to defense. Ness has got to adapt to the kickoffs here. He can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same results. He really hasn't won the kickoff this game. As again, he's gone for that same kickoff, and again, ayejoshy's adapted to it. He's now gone for the play where he wins the 50-50 and takes the boost immediately. As 1 minute to go, ayejoshy looking to really put this one out of reach here, but he did not get his play there, and Ness, who doesn't want it. I think he's given up on this game. I think he's given up on this game. I think he wants it to be over. I think he still had a very good chance to win this game, but clearly he doesn't want that, as he's going to throw it in his own nets. I think this is a very early time to give up for Ness. I mean, it's 5 goals, sure, but in a minute, that's very doable. That is a very doable comeback. Not a very likely one, but I wouldn't have given up this early if I was Ness. But clearly he has. He wants Game 6. He wants to go to Game 6, a Game 6 that ayejoshy historically has been very good at. He's won his last 2 matches in Game 6, so a field that ayejoshy is very comfortable with. I think he's looking for that 8-1 scoreline, but we'll see if he is going to be nearly as nice about as Ness is about letting this game end as is. He's still looking for a goal, though. Oh, what a flip reset! Oh my goodness, Ness! We haven't seen him do much in the air this series. I mean, we knew he had the mechanics for it, but we haven't really seen much of anything from him in the air. That was quite nice to watch. As this game's going to be reaching its end. ayejoshy, who has kept this series alive, is going for that ceiling pinch. Double tap. Won't get it. And ayejoshy, historically, again, has been very good in Game 6. He's won his last 2 matches there. Oh, we'll get to see Game 6 tonight in this series. As one more chance. That's off the bar. It won't go in. ayejoshy staying in this one. We're going to Neo Tokyo. ayejoshy was here for the semifinals. He, again, won that match against Doom on Neo Tokyo. This one, though, is not to win the series, but to keep the series going. It's a forced Game 7. Ness has gone to Game 7 every match so far in the final bracket. And ayejoshy do the same as the last 2 players that Ness has competed against. Well, we'll have to find out here if we can recreate Game 5 all over again. Like a game where Ness just couldn't get things going. He tried doing a lot of the same things over again, and well, for a player that has proven he can adapt, that is not common. As ayejoshy is going to score first. 9 seconds in. A happy sign for ayejoshy that bump not only does it connect, but it launches Ness away from the net. As now, there we go, he's caught the kickoff. I was wondering when this would happen from ayejoshy. It started to happen a couple times last game, and Ness clearly hasn't learned that he can't keep doing that. There we go. Finally going for the fast kickoff. He doesn't win it. Again, considering he's gone for that same kickoff every single time, he's got to do something different here. Don't win one's matches doing the same kickoff over and over again, because your opponent's going to recognize it eventually. Especially this far in the series, a player like ayejoshy, who again is so good at adapting, he'll see it as he's trying to go for that dunk. Used all his boost, can't recover in fast enough. ayejoshy, who knows it, will have his time to work with. Flip reset, uses it. Ness went early. ayejoshy beat him high. And it's a 3-0 lead at this point. ayejoshy looking for that 3-game comeback. 3-game return. It's not unlikely, but not something that happens often on the stream in general, and definitely not very often in 1v1 matches. As Ness to clear. ayejoshy, Ness trying to keep it away, will be chased. As here goes ayejoshy again. 4 goals at this point. And you gotta think for Ness that he's really getting outplayed now. Took ayejoshy a while, but you could say he's warmed up at this point. Or something similar, because this really felt like it came out of nowhere. As for now, though, it is ayejoshy who really does hold the lead. As he'll go again, looking for the flip reset. Ness to keep it away. ayejoshy gonna challenge Ness by ayejoshy, who does get a bit of a bump on Ness as well. Ness has got to make sure he stays close. It's a great play to challenge, and he'll flick it over. Ness with his first goal of the game. It took him a while, but better now than never. A useful time to get that. As Ness, oh, he's been demoed! ayejoshy gets rid of him. This ball, though, is rolling back in Ness's favor. And yeah, he's just gonna shoot that one. He knew he was gonna outplay him. Now a 2nd goal in a row for Ness. Making things a little bit more complicated, if you would say. I'd say it's a little bit more complicated now. Definitely going to be a tough time here as another one for Ness. Well, he is making this quite complicated now. Not leaving the play, not leaving ayejoshy take this game cleanly. He's making him work for it. As he'll look for the tie game. Just off the bar, ayejoshy with some nerves of steel there to not challenge. Now he's beat him on the challenge. Oh, what a play, Ness! Just enough on it. He gets to the back corner. He'll go again, looking to tie this game from multiple goals down. In front. Ness waits. He's going to take this to the air. He's starting to play a much more aerial-based game. Flip reset. Oh, he missed it. He missed the net there. That was a great place to go for that. It was ayejoshy who didn't see it. And he will still score. What a play for ayejoshy. Missed his first chance, but did not miss the second. And he is fighting for this game as Ness delay kickoff. It actually now worked for him. ayejoshy didn't see it. Things have turned around a little bit here. And ayejoshy will have to contend with what's happened. As a 1-goal difference, yet again, ayejoshy needs to battle for it. Up in the air. Yes. We missed that boost. He can't challenge then, so ayejoshy's gonna have all this time to make a 2-goal lead. Ness missed the challenge. He went high, ayejoshy went low, and so did the ball. And that means it's a 2-goal lead again. As the battle continues. As a battle for that play, Ness, the demo, wide open. Less than 90 seconds left. Ness chasing ayejoshy's lead. And he'll try again, but it's a great play for ayejoshy. The side wall, it is Ness again. He caught him there. Tie game, 6-6. Ness has done it. And ayejoshy, who thought he was in the all clear, gave it away. What a strike for Ness. What a game so far. And what a way to come back in this one. Reminder, he's on match point. Ness, if he wins this, tournament is his. The championship is his. ayejoshy, who had a 4-goal game to start off, 4-goal lead to start off this game. Needs another, but he won't win the challenge. Ness has beat him here. 62 seconds to go. And ayejoshy, who went for the boost, will not be able to cover the net in time. Went for that chance, took a risk, and, well, he won't get back in time. It will be a risk not worth it. Now he needs the kickoffs to go in his favor. They have been so far tonight. That's a great challenge. He keeps it up. Reset. Ness to the corner. Here he goes again. Ness. Bogle play! ayejoshy never challenged in time. Honestly, Ness could have just gone for an urgent play here and it would have worked just the same. ayejoshy again going for the boost when he can't leave the net. He's been caught on it before. He's been caught on it again late in the game. Again, he's got to come back from a rather decent deficit. Now Ness, though, can't hit the net. ayejoshy to clear, well, He won't get very far. Challenge. A play. Ayejoshy! Hard flick! Front post and in! He's not leaving! He's not staying away! The power is there, and ayejoshy believes. 25 seconds. More than enough time, but time's gonna be a tough commodity this late in the game. Ayejoshy, high flick to force Ness out of the way. High touch though, meaning Ayejoshy can't challenge. He's staying close to it though. He's gotta win something. 10 seconds left. He's been given the room to work, the reins to play. Ayejoshy's gotta score. He will look. He will take. He's got it again. What a strike late. Ice in his veins. And on his last chance in regulation, Ayejoshy delivers. Three seconds to go. Ness, overtime. Ness is one goal away from winning this. Ayejoshy can see his chances, but they'll fade away. Ness wins it in overtime. The championship is his. It's the kickoff goal he's made all night long. And it will work when it matters most. Ness wins the tournament in Game 6. And for a championship packed high in intensity, #1 player of the tournament will be your #1 ranked at the end of it. It is Ness who will win Season 2 of the Individual Performance Series. Been a tough tournament. Been a tough tournament for everyone, but for Ness, well, the run is his, the championship is his. Is more than just fully deserved. That is well earned for Ness. I mean, I was thinking we had a good chance of going to Champions Field, but clearly Ness knew what he was doing. Was able to bring it back in Game 6, pull it back together, secure that victory, because, I mean, that is not an easy thing to do, to get those kind of wins. So for Ness, a thankful player I'm almost certain he is, because that is not an easy win, not an easy tournament. And who arrived in as a somewhat of an unknown at times. I can't say he's that unknown, considering he's definitely a recognizable player. Again, what a strong performance here for the rank B player. Again, he's coming this tournament as a relative unknown to me, I should say. And I'm sure to a lot of people, but he's a solid player, clearly. And he knows what he's doing in the 1v1 events, and he knows what he's doing tonight to win the tournament. See. Incredible performance. An incredible run. It's 8-0 for Ness in the Individual Performance Series. Hey, credit to him. It's his win, and he deserves it for how he played. I'm going to make those kind of adjustments. It's not an easy thing to do. Able to find his chances, find his plays, find his wins. Thank you all so much for joining the Individual Performance Series, the Spoilers stream, and all that is offered. Seriously, means a lot to me. It means a lot to me for that all of you choose to watch, that all of you choose to still have me stream your matches. Thank you all so much for joining. Really is. It's been an amazing season. Hopefully we'll get more from IPS Season 2, but again, thank you to IPS. They are amazing at what they do, and I'm so blessed to be able to stream for them. Thank you all so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of the night. Congratulations to Ness on the championship, and thank you to all of you for showing up. Have a great rest of your night.